This world is an illusion.
In a world called Inamorta, you are surrounded by discriminate nations devoted to their individual technology and struggle for dominance.
Trust no one!
Each society has developed its own unique way to wage war. Proud of their unique craft, they have become obsessed to the point of worship, turning weapons to religion. Each believe that their way of life is the only way, and are dedicated to teaching their policies to all other nations through what their leaders claim as divine intervention, or as you will know it, war. The others are known as archidons, the way of the archer, sword wrath, the way of the sword, magi kill, the way of the mage, and speartons, the way of the spear.
We live as we dream. Alone.
You are the leader of the nation called Ordor.
Oblivion.
Your way is of peace and knowledge. Your people do not worship their weapons as gods. This makes you a mark for infiltration by the surrounding nations. Your only chance to defend is to attack first and obtain the technology from each nation along the way.
Welcome to Oblivion!
Is not of heaven or of hell. It's not of any place you know, and if you did, you dare not go. It's full of love, war, and death, and begins with the first breath. V lay wrapped in his cocoon, dreaming of what might be. An eternal slumber, an infinite loneliness with nothing for him to see. In the abyss he dreamt of seeing his reflection, his lack of companionship, his only imperfection. This sudden realization jolted him awake. In that moment, time began, like the birth of a snowflake. He removed his 1,000 eyes and cast them into the darkness, creating the stars and space. He chose one planet among the rest for his final resting place. He called it Inamorta, the first word ever spoken. To feel alive, he needed children, or he'd remain heartbroken. He knew not of pain or suffering, only the need for a son and daughter. From his body, in his likeness, he created the elements, earth and water. For 1,000,000 years, these two elements would populate the world. V would watch, impressed, until the inevitable unfurled. The elemental populations reached beyond capacity. Water would claim the oceans, while earth would claim the trees. They fought ferocious battles, and borders only grew, though they could not live without each other. So what were they to do? V became angry at what they had become, a perfect world of harmony, and look what they had done. He created a third element, fire, from his own 2 hands, punishment for anything disobeying his commands. But his newest creation was spawned from hate and spite, and evil was born into Inamorta on that night. V could not control the elementals in those early days. Fire took over land and sea and set the world ablaze. Afraid making a 4th element would only make things worse, he had no choice and created air, as fire was a curse. This time, V's thoughts were benevolent and pure. The air elementals were loyal and thought to be the cure. They enforced the laws of V and fought for a world of peace. But fire only worshipped themselves and would not be policed. Fire used the elements to make their powers grow. They witnessed the creation of air and tried to create something of their own. They wanted to be gods like V, but their only magic was hate. Creating the Chaos Empire was their only fate. This new empire could live and die and truly had a soul. Their love of life and fear of death made them too powerful to control. The air elementals could not stop them at their border and prayed that V would bring freedom, justice, and order. The hate of fire burned so hot that nothing would survive. V had a choice: destroy it all, or make himself alive. One final act before he'd come down and strip himself of godly power. He'd create the Order Empire with a single magic flower.
Our people have been slaughtered, our homes lie ruined, and we are forced to live under cloak in the outskirts of our own homeland. The nation called Order has brought nothing but chaos to our people. Our day of wrath approaches. for we are the Archidons. With bows so accurately piercing, they will fall before they get a chance to stand. We are the Sword Wrath, forging blades so sharp that limbs will sever at mere sight. We are the Speartons, born to die, but not before them. We are the Magi Kill, and today we summon unity. Today we stand together as an unstoppable force and take it all back.
In a world of Inamorta. It has been many years since the conquering, and the nations of Inamorta have now been united into the glorious Order Empire. Medusa, the Queen of Chaos, used the time while their army among the nations destroy themselves, conquering each other. But later, Medusa comes to know that the rebellion joins the order again. So, Medusa had commanded the Emperor Knight and his soldiers to declare the war against Order Empire to defeat them in order to rule Inamorta. Meanwhile, in Order Nation,
My king, Chaos Army has declared the war against us.
the king and the leaders of warriors planning their defense as well as to attack at same time. Now, the time has come.
Avitas electopos.
Finally, the war is victorious. All of the Medusa's army has fallen. The Order Empire brought peace to its nation. No doubt, unity is something to be desired, to be striven for, but it cannot be willed by mere declarations.
They may have won this time by their unity and nation. We shall meet again.